Hey, it's Mike with ADS. Welcome to video 3, Talking Suppressors. And what are we going over tonight? Tonight we're going to look at the actual process of getting a suppressor and what does the big beautiful bill and the one big beautiful lawsuit mean for your rights on purchasing suppressors. You want to pick up a suppressor, you've made the decision, you found the technology you want to use, going from either baffles or looking at a flow through. And so now, what is the actual process? Well, you can't just walk into a store and just buy a suppressor. And a lot of you probably know that there is a bit of a process, but maybe some of you think it's just a little bit overwhelming to go through that process. Well, I'm here to tell you it's actually really, really simple, and you're just going to do that in a few easy steps.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it!
So the first thing you're going to have to do is, well, you found your suppressor either online or one in a store. Well, if it's one in a store, pretty easy. You're going to go into the store and you're actually going to purchase your suppressor. But then there's a couple other steps you're going to have to do with that also. But if you're getting it online, you're actually going to have to get your local FFL's information and have that sent to the actual manufacturer or distributor and seller that you're finding online to purchase your suppressor. They will actually exchange information back and forth.
Do it! Do it!
All right, so the next thing you're going to need to do is that when you come physically to the store, you're going to have to fill out a Form 1, which is going to be your actual tax stamp form that's going to get sent into the ATF. And that's going to need with that your picture and your fingerprints also. But there's an easier option to go with as well. Now, the other option is there's a lot of dealers out there, a lot of FFLs that actually have access to a company called Silencer Co. And what they're doing is that they have special kiosks set up with certain distributors where you can actually come in on a kiosk just like this. We can touch the screen and actually create an account, and it will go through the picture and fingerprints right then and there and fill out your forms with you digitally, and that gets uploaded immediately.
Make your dreams come true!
Next, you got to get your picture taken. Now, once you've finished at the kiosk here, you still need to go home either on your phone or your laptop or desktop and finish your account with Silencer Co. And once that's done, you'll actually be able to purchase from Silencer Co. your tax stamp, which they will attach to your Form 1, and you can purchase a single shot trust or a group trust for one suppressor or for multiple suppressors if you're going to get a bunch of them, which I highly recommend that you do. Just in case something happens to you, the state doesn't come in, take your suppressors, and destroy them. Instead, they will actually stay in the family and get passed on.
Nothing is impossible!
After everything is processed with the ATF and through Silencer Co. or with the Form 1 with your actual store, and your suppressor has actually physically come into the store, that tax stamp is approved, all your paperwork is going to get printed up, and then you will actually be able to come in and pick up your suppressor. And the great news is that lead times are pretty dang fast right now. I actually did a trust, which typically takes longer, only took 11 days to get our recent suppressors in for our company.
What are you waiting for?
After all those steps done, you got your suppressor, get to the range and start training with that. Honestly, really, what are the steps that you're waiting for here? There's no better time to jump in and take care of this now than the now. So don't sit on it, get down there. Really, the paperwork and everything you need to do is not that overwhelming, and anybody can do it. All right, so the big beautiful bill is passed. What does that mean for you as far as purchasing a suppressor? Really, the only thing that's changed as far as your ability to purchase is that you're not having to spend $200. The actual tax itself is removed, but the entire registration process is still there. That's the big debate politically right now that FPC and others are actually following and trying to tackle. So what does that mean? That means when after the first of the year, so 2026, that's when it's actually going to take effect. You're not going to have to spend $200, but you will have to fill out a Form 1. You'll still have to send in fingerprints and a picture stating that you purchased a tax. So that means right now, as of July 2025, all the way out to the 1st, 2026 in January, you still have to spend $200 if you want to actually pick up your suppressor. Now, on the opposite end of this, we have the big, beautiful lawsuit that's coming out towards this actual law when it comes to the NFA. Now, what is the big, beautiful lawsuit? B&T, Gun Owners of America, Palmetto State Arms, and Silencer Shop have all put a lawsuit together, which is awesome to see this kind of coalition forming to tackle this. Essentially, what they're attacking from is that the NFA, under previous court cases, Supreme Court cases, was deemed legal in the Supreme Court, so legal across the country, because it was deemed as a tax and not a restriction on firearms rights. And because the tax stamp is now actually, or rather the tax itself is removed from the tax stamp, there is no more purpose to the tax as it is, and therefore no more purpose to the rules under the NFA governing and registering suppressors and SBRs. So in 2025, even with happening in 2026, the $200 being removed, do I think it's worth getting a suppressor now before that? I say yes, for two reasons. One, yeah, you're going to spend $200, but once that tax stamp is gone, or rather the $200 is removed, it's going to be difficult, I believe, to find a suppressor, as I think more and more people are going to dive into this, making them fly off the shelves. Okay, now this is hypothetical. Maybe it won't go that direction at all. This is just my opinions on it. If it gets removed completely from the NFA, as in having to have a tax stamp at all, it's going to be, and this is if the big beautiful bill passes, it's going to be no holds barred. These things are going to fly off the shelves completely, as everybody will probably be diving into getting a suppressor. So is it worth getting? I say yes, it is still worth getting at this juncture in time, even though you have to go through the process of filling out your Form 1, getting fingerprinted, and getting your picture done. So, hey, it's Mike with Aegis Defense Solutions. Thanks for sticking around. Remember, stay prepared, not scared. God bless and good night.